We should talk about the math for a minute,
Right.
because that's such an important part of this. And just to simplify it, again, say we spend $1,000 on Google Ads, and that could be $1 a click, so that would give you 1,000 clicks. 1,000 people come to the website. And if we only got 10 sales in the example I used, that's $100. So 10 sales times $100 equals $1,000, $100 per sale. Now that would be a disaster, right? Because if you're selling a $24 product, you couldn't make a living if it costs you $100 to get a $24 sale. But let's say that, mom buys, Johnny his Harry Potter costume, and Jane's a fairy princess, and mom and dad get the, a couple's costume, and your average sale is $129. Now you're still not in business, but let's add in those phone calls. So let's say you got 20 phone call sales as well. So you got 10 sales on the website, 20 phone call sales. So now your cost per order just went down in a third. So instead of $100, it's 33 and 33 cents or whatever. So if you got a $124 average sale with the costume for Johnny, the costume for Jane, the costumes for mom and dad, $125 sale, it costs you $33. Now you're in business. Right. And so we're constantly, Alex, myself, people who in optimization, we're constantly looking at the mathematics, the performance. How much did the advertising cost? What percentage conversion did we get? What was the average sale? And those are really the key numbers you want to be aware of in landing page optimization.
Wow, this is definitely some great value here, and even as a designer, I'm understanding the math, and if I can understand, anybody could, really.
Alex is the best mathematical designer you'll ever meet. He's very attuned to the numbers. Don't let him fool you.
Well, that's an interesting point. Going through the .com and being in such a small space, as a designer, I started coding, and then I started kind of doing marketing as well. So I learned a little bit about a lot of stuff, while we worked together. And I've learned a ton from you in general, and
from you. Thank you.
But let's look at a couple more examples.
Yeah. Well, I love this one because a lot of people are familiar with, maybe 3-4 years ago, this was the best practice in selling knowledge, information, ebooks, courses. And it was, I always called this the long landing page, or the sales letter. And people will be familiar with these pages with the red text and the check marks and the case studies and the testimonials. And this page went on forever.
Scroll.
And there's an interesting thing in this type of marketing. The more pages you added, the more testimonials you added, the more examples, the more guarantees and yellow highlighted sections, the more pages, typically the more sales you got,
right? The
more conversion you got. So a lot of guys would just add page after, and you'd have to scroll all the way to the bottom. But as consumers, we eventually catch on, and we realize, okay, I might as well just scroll all the way to the bottom and see what the offer is, see what the price is. But 3-4 years ago, this was considered to be the best practice, right, across a lot of testing for selling information products, knowledge courses, videos, training, tutorials. But there's a new evolution, and Jeff Walker calls it the sideways sales letter. So this is an example of a video landing page. And basically what you do is you take a lot of that information that you would have provided in a long landing page, and now you're going to provide it in a series of 3 videos. So you would deliver content, you deliver value in video. And the reason Jeff Walker, who wrote the Product Launch Formula training course on how to sell informational products, the reason he calls it a sideways sales letter is instead of that long format, now you're going to deliver the information and some testimonials and your offer, etc. But you're going to deliver that in a series of videos, and these are going to come out over a period of maybe a week to 10 days. So Monday, video 1, Tuesday, video 2, Wednesday, video 2, next Monday, video 3, and then maybe a final video which sums up the 3 videos and has an offer of a course. Now, the principle here, this is a website called Fuzzy Yellow Balls, and it's tennis training, and I'm into tennis now. But Will Hamilton's been very successful with this Fuzzy Yellow Balls brand. But essentially the way this would work is you would give a lot of valuable tennis training information. And if you had a course on this is, I think, the singles playbook. If you had a course on playing singles tennis, you would give away 30 to 40% of your course content in these videos. And you would be providing a lot of value. And so people start thinking, wow, if I learn this much in the free videos, imagine how much I'm going to learn in the course. Right. Plus, they feel a little bond. We call it reciprocity. Right. You know, you gave me something for free. Sure. I feel like I have to give you, you know, $299 and buy the course because you gave me so much value.
Right.
So the long landing page is now sort of the best practice for selling this type of information and knowledge is the sideways sales letter. Well, there's a great new product called Lead Pages. I think we have an example of this one. And so there's actually video playing in the background on this one, and they tested a couple different iterations for Jeff Walker's latest launch, a product launch formula. And Lead Pages basically allows you to run video and integrate a lead form over top of video. So there's a number of different formats for that, but I'd say it's the most cutting edge technique that I've seen.
Yeah, I think Lead Pages is great. They have a great way of collecting those opt-ins, and you know they give away so many landing pages for free. I couldn't believe it when I did sign up for a client. Yeah. And you know they're responsive, so they work well for mobile, and they're so easy to set up. You can integrate them easily with WordPress, and you can track directly back to the pay-per-click advertising.
Leadpages.com, definitely the cutting edge of this.
I think it's actually leadpages.net.
.net.
So let's talk about 10 Golden Rules. What's next for you? Are you speaking at any conferences coming up or?
Well, 10 Golden Rules, we continue to test and innovate, and whenever new things like Lead Pages come along, we always try it for ourselves or try it for one or two clients, and if we get some success, we roll it into everything we're doing for all of our clients.
Right.
So that's what excites me is as new things come along and we're testing and. Facebook is changing every day, and we're doing all kinds of fun stuff with Facebook and Facebook advertising. In terms of me and speaking, there's always lots going on. I'll be in Vegas and Colorado speaking at 3 different conferences in a week in October, and at Vegas is PubCon, the big search conference, and then I'm at a private conference, and then I'm at ShareASale. At the end of the week, so
for affiliates and stuff.
Yeah, that's ShareASale is a big affiliate network.
Right.
And then there's a conference called Web Congress in Miami.
Oh wow!
And I just got booked for I'm speaking at Beer Insights, which is the world's largest beer conference, and so I guess that'll be a fun conference in New York City.
Well, that's why I have to get a beer site so I can optimize it.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, Jay, this has been very valuable. I definitely would like to bring you on in the future and talk about just Facebook in general. We could probably talk about that all day.
Absolutely.
Doing landing pages inside Facebook or social media marketing, Facebook advertising is just so targeted and great. But I really appreciate your time, and this has been really valuable. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Yeah. I did want to let you know that I just released a free course all about my top e-commerce optimization strategies for your small business website. Whether you're using Shopify, e-commerce, Magento, Volusion, whatever hosted e-commerce platform you're using, or even custom, I have some strategies to give away for you for free. I love helping more businesses make more money. So if you want to get this free course, all you have to do is visit the website, alexdesigns.com/free course. Go ahead and check it out and let me know what you think about it.